I'm going to show you everything you need to know to get started in Frostpunk. So this is in the new home scenario, which is the main scenario you're probably playing if you've just started. And we're going to start off with this here, our generator. This has different levels. We're going to click Steam level 1 to turn it on. But oh, we don't have any coal. So what we're going to do here is click and get some resources. So there's a few things around. Up here you can see with coal, wood, steel and steam cores. You can kind of ignore the steam cores for now. And we also have some raw food and food rations. What we're going to do to get some resources is click on these resources around here. You can see there's some wood crates and steel wreckage. I'm going to add 15 people, workers, to the wood and steel wreckage here by using this in when we click on them, adding workers. And then we're also going to need some coal. You can see there's some coal piles here. I'm going to add 15 workers to the coal piles. They're all going to run out and collect the resources. So to keep everything going and keep them warm, which is the main goal, we are going to need to keep the generator running. So we're going to get some coal. As you can see, the coal is coming in here, and we can turn on the generator to level 1. And down here you can see fight the cold. Turn the generator on and stockpile 200 coal. That is our main first objective. Your people are also going to want homes. If you go onto the construction tab here, we can click tents. And it basically works as like a grid. So I can put homes here around my generator. And then if you want to build further out, you click this button, build streets. And can you see that it goes green? Well, that means that there's a street there. So I could build a street, say, out here. I could build it out here if I want. But all your buildings have to go against streets. And your streets need to be, one way or another, connected to the generator. Sometimes you'll have these pop-ups where your inhabitants will, ask for things, etc., and you can say yes or no. Okay, so we've got them building. They will build these automatically, by the way. We've got them building the tents. If we go to construction, we're also going to need food. We can build a hunter's hut. I'm going to build it here, and basically they are in the hunter's hut. Once it's built, there we go. We can add people to that, some workers. At night time, these hunters are going to go out and get food, but it's raw food. We're then going to build a cookhouse, place it there, and that's going to turn the raw food into meals that they can actually eat. And again, you can put people in there. Now, you've seen they've said, oh, a word of advice, there's a critical shortage of, I don't know, something. And you can open the Book of Laws. And basically, this is going to bring you to this screen here. Now, if you want to get back to this, this is down here, your Book of Laws. And this is where you make your critical decisions, basically. For example, we can say, do we want to add food additives, which is sawdust, to our meals, meaning that food will go further, but hope and discontent will fall and rise. Or we can say soup, where we can cook up soup instead of full meals to feed more people. And you can only choose one of these. Radical treatment or sustain life, where sustain life will keep the people basically in beds untreated. Or radical treatment, they will amputate, etc., if they must, to keep people, going. So basically, you're sort of making your choices there. What you'll also see is this heat grid. Can you see there's a heat grid around here? Basically meaning, like this building here, can you see it's really cold? And that's because it's outside of the heat grid. So you can also see heat. And when it's going to get colder, up here, can you see it says day 2? And on day 4, the temperature will drop 2 levels, meaning it will go from -20 to -40. But then on day 6, it will then get better again. And I can click this button, and it will show me the heat grid as well, showing me how hot they are. Are they comfortable? Is it livable? Very low risk of falling ill, prevents falling ill. So the colder it is, the higher the chance they're actually going to, get ill and sick, basically. Now, don't forget to actually, man these buildings. Click on them and add people to them. Something else we're going to have to do now is actually, because it's going to get colder and colder, is we're going to go to tech and build a workshop. And this is basically where you do all of your research. So if I build the workshop, ta-da, it's built and it opens up your research screen. You can get this from the technology tree down on the left here. One of the first things you're going to want to do is going to be a beacon. Where is it? Here, a beacon. Oh, you must employ people first, of course. There we go. A beacon basically lets you go on scouting missions. So if we research the beacon, and you can see here the working hours. It's only going to be working from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. because they're sleeping at night time, all of your engineers, etc. And in the workshop, you can see, they're slowly researching it. There's also discontent and hope, and if you hover over it, it shows you why they have discontent and how much hope they have. If this falls to 0, they can, really bad stuff can happen. And oh look, we've researched our beacons. We can go to construction, build the beacon, and this is actually going to unlock scouting. So once we built the beacon, ta-da, we built it, and a little cutscene happens where your balloon goes up. And then you can actually zoom out. So all you do is with your mouse wheel is zoom out, or however you're playing, and you can click on your beacon, and you can create scouts. We need some more wood for this. I'm not really doing this very efficiently, just because I'm trying to show you everything kind of quickly as possible. Really, you don't have to rush as fast as I am, but it can be valuable too sometimes. You can also see these things here. It's saying 40 people are homeless, 13 are sick, 9 are actually gravely ill. It will show you who's hungry, etc. there. And then basically you can, once you've got the wood and workers, you can press this plus button and make a scout team. And then come up here, and then you can send them to the Lost Expedition, which is where your people are. And then you can send out the scouts to go and get them, and also these crash sites, etc. And basically with scouting, this is how you can find these steam cores, which are really, really valuable at making quite advanced technologies later on. And I think that is pretty much everything you need to know to get started in Frostpunk. Hopefully that was useful. Check out the playlist you now see on screen, because I've got a ton of tutorials for Frostpunk if you are new, and hopefully they will be really helpful to you. But again, that is how you get started in Frostpunk.